Welcome, everyone. This is Glenda Dawson, and you're watching channel messages from the Councils of Light and other light beings. This programming occurs every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, right here. So if you're watching this and you don't watch it live, it is still okay. You can still do the full process, the full procedure. And you could have your own experiences. All you have to do is set the intention and your willingness to do it. Um, we recommend that you get comfortable, that you close your eyes, that you take a few deep breaths, and then, of course, join and set the intention that you will travel wherever we are traveling to. Not everybody has been able to open up their gift of travel, and that is okay. That's one of the things that this program helps um, everyone with, and also helps you to remember your gifts, open them up, and remember who you truly are, and all that you have been able to accomplish up to now so that you can become the best being that you can be, because you are. I do have a couple of members with me, and they will also be joining and providing messages, providing coordinates, which is what we use to travel. We never know where we're going. They just channel the numbers through us and we go, or the coordinates, because sometimes they include colors as well, or doors or direction. And then we travel, and then they also sometimes speak certain or channel directly through us certain messages that are for the benefit of all, the greater good of everyone. So if you are working or driving, please just wait until later. Give yourself some time and participate fully in your own healing, in your own path, by giving yourself this time and uh, doing it correctly when you have the ability to be relaxed and focused. So if everyone could take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, connecting with Mother Earth and just allowing yourself to be open, to be safe in sacred space, and just surrender to the process. Sometimes it's not what you expect, never what we expect. We don't expect anything. We just surrender to the process and allow them to show us what we need to see or experience for the greater good. Again, take another deep breath and continue to slowly breathe and definitely go inside of you. Now, I do have one coordinate, and I know that other members have coordinates. I will start it off with 14, 11, 5, 16, emerald green. And I hope you got those numbers because they came to me, so I didn't write them down. Just go wherever we are going. Now, for me, for some strange reason, I saw myself sitting in a train, an old coal train, and just going through into a tunnel in the middle of a mountain, which, in the old train tracks, there was a lot of those. That's how you connected from one section to another section, especially if there were rivers under it or just empty space, valleys or whatever. A lot of the times in between mountains, that's how they went. Straight through, and all of a sudden, I am in a very different place. I would honestly say that to me, it feels like even in a complete different universe, possibly a different galaxy. Um, the place that the train stopped at, for all intents and purposes, for better visual and people to understand more of what my experience is, I and as soon as it stops, I get off. And there just seems to be this beautiful, transparent, very easy, invisible, non-physical wall of energy that I am being geared or guided to go through. And it takes no effort. It is just like air, you go in, and I went through it, and now I see everything in beautiful shades of emerald green. There's emerald green crystals all over the place. The uh, the clouds are in emerald green shade. The sky is another emerald green, but a different shade of it. Um, Basically, everything is the same color, just different shades. So you could see the difference in the objects. Let's just say that. I have been met with or by a group of beings uh, that are very tall, more on the thin side, and have what I would call a council gowns that are very long with the little collar up to here, like this. Not really buttoned down. It's just like um, a tunic kind of, just down.
There you go.
There you go. And they are trying to communicate. Now I'm going to step aside and open the floor for the other members for them to explain or if they want to share anything about their experience so far.
Ashina no ma kachicha tiniwe nemina no na ishi shishuta sha katu pachichika nachi chichatin neminia pi pachucha tepucha pucha puchicha nezichachi chatuchapi nenis gomina gomini gominata tochachi pachinamine nimini nutrucha pizza siniaki barashish nachutupa kanime kanimie kanimie.
Thank you. Very powerful tones and the lack of wording words. I don't know about anyone else, but I felt them in my heart, and every heartbeat um, increased the energy that those sounds and those tones uh, were gave me originally. So it definitely is beautiful message, and it's going through me now. Anyone else wish to talk about their experience or
I see that you have come. You have come in peace and with a generous heart. It is a necessary requirement in the world today. The message that we bring to you is to continue the work that you have begun, not to take divergent paths, to continue with hope, with a serene heart, and with great love. It is important to stay true to your convictions. There are many distractions in the world you live. Resist those temptations, not because they're necessarily evil in their own right, but that they distract you from the work that you were sent there to do. Continue to extend love. Continue to be peace. Your life needs to reflect that which you say. We are honored that you have come. We are grateful that you have come. Know that we walk with you on this journey to help people heal, to help beings heal, no matter where they are. We send peace.
Yeah. Anyone else want to share? Okay. We shall continue our journey. Now, those beings, after saying what they had to say, are showing us a hallway, basically. And we're to walk down that way that leads into what we would call here on Earth a beautiful garden. Now, there are a lot of vegetation there that I've never seen here on Earth. They're also not just green. They're green and they're purples and there's pinks and not just the flowers. I'm talking about even their stems and their leaves and all colors and all different shapes that are not found on Earth. Their what we would call their dirt is very different. Uh, it's more it, it's you could still play with it, but it's a little more clayish in some places, and in some places it's more liquidy. So I guess it depends on the type of vegetation that is planted in that space, whether it needs to be more firm or whether it could be more liquidy and the plant will thrive in whatever environment it needs to. And the environment becomes whatever it needs to for the plant. Now, as you continue walking through there, you do see doors around, or what I would call doors or doorways around. And I understand that each one of us will be called or um, pulled into a different doorway. We could choose to continue, or we could choose to stay in this garden area. Either way, there's no right or wrong. It's just your experience, your free will to decide to either wait there or go further. I am choosing one that is you walk straight ahead and then you make a right and you walk straight into it. So even though I am walking on the ground per se, on the dirt per se, um, and there are some sections that is very liquid, I don't sink in. I am just walking, um, like if there was a walkway through to it. Now, I do meet up with two other types of being, not so tall, looking almost the same, but not as tall. And they're walking me through this doorway. And on the other side of the doorway, all I see is um, a mural of what an earthly rose is. And one side, the earthly rose is kind of wilted down, petals falling off it. And on the other side, you see a rose that's straight up, beautiful, healthy, and fully blooming and fully and starting to open. What I am understanding is that you have two choices. You could either let what's happening to you or what has happened to you bring you down, or you can rise above it, become stronger with more wisdom, and be as beautiful as being as you are. Aki shatatereki tulu tushatakati kamarayatia. We send you blessings to all. We are here for you. Do not forget, we have been with you since day one. You do not accept us at this very moment. Many of you even deny the existence that we are even here or that we even ever existed. Please understand that this planet that you're on, the planet of Earth, is just a place, it's a school, and it's a place for your souls to evolve, just like we have gone through it and evolved ourselves. Now is the time for you to be the best that you can be, especially at this very moment where the earth needs a lot more positive energy than it exists right now. So by releasing the energy of those old bad experiences, you will gain your power, you will gain your vision, you will gain who you truly are, including your strength, and you become the warrior that you have always meant to be. Dashkatwaitisia katisco korukusha tataraikotitia muradia katiata. Kukastaraya seki shutu kutu shudu gulotrarianu kotayatiga akashatatarete muakatista. Now your third eye has been activated, so you can see beyond what is right in front of you. And let this activation just be the beginning. Continue expanding on that, continue practicing, and allow that activation to continue through your body and activate other parts of your body, other stuff in your field, so you can fully remember who you truly are. Akashasatekya Mayatiya Tuduratiya. Blessings to all. I am going to back away now so you can continue to experience this environment.
And I went through, the first thing I saw was this giant mushroom shape. You know, it was like taller than I was, uh, the stem of it. And, it was kind of a fun thing to see. And then the vegetation in general is um, very lush, um, almost. It reminds me of seeing pictures of deep jungle vegetation, that type of vegetation, huge stems, gigantic leaves, and uh, everything is very immense. And then, things switch to um, a small pool. Um, Maybe 5, 6 feet in diameter, roughly, and there's a waterfall kind of thing. It's sort of like there's either a huge pipe or a cave or cavern that opens up, and water comes out and down like a waterfall would. Uh, and it's just gorgeous. I just great beauty and the vibrancy of the colors, and mostly green, but some blue with the water and reflecting the sky.
Mhm. Beautiful.
Things are not always quite what they things are different than what we're used to on Earth. But yet there's the the awe that we sometimes see in nature here on Earth is just kind of magnified where we are in the place that we are.
Mhm. Beautifully said. Thank you. And now they are giving us a little opportunity to look around and continue to experience. And um, they will be encouraging Jazz to give us any coordinates she received.
1736 7 2 13 peach blush. 1736 7 2 13 peach blush.
Mhm. Okay. I am all of a suddenly just poof, got there. Um, in what I would call an old ancient city, all cobblestones. The walls are all just stones, mortar in it. There are archways instead of, regular doorways, that they're archways. The doors are round on the top. And although you said peach, I'm getting like a dark gray, charcoalish color um, of all the stones and all that. There are beings there, uh, which is very interesting. They have wings, but they're not exactly anything I've ever seen. I can't even say they're an insect. They're, dragon. I can't. I just don't know what they are yet. Um, but they are flying around, hovering, I should say. Um, and I am, for some reason, not really interested in going inside. I'm more on the street side for lack of being able to explain it. And I should stay on the outside, even though I feel the pull to go in. For some reason, I'm just holding it there. Anybody else?
Sense of a marketplace.
Hmm. Okay.
These are the Zeke Kelly beings. Their
Okay.
atmosphere is different. Um, it's hard to explain because it's so different than ours. But um, the flying isn't so much flying as we would describe it,
Mm-hmm.
as a cross between flying and hovering. It's more of a mode of transportation than sometimes when you think of flying, you see the birds glide in the sky with no obvious intent. Sometimes they're hunting, sure, certainly, but sometimes just for the pure joy of flying, they're flying.
Mm-hmm.
This is more getting from point A to point B
Mm-hmm.
type thing. Um, they're very colorful beings,
Mm-hmm.
um, somewhat translucent, but not. Um, there's kind of an iridescent reflection off of their wings.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the message that I'm getting is that they want us to understand that uh, we humans tend to think in boxes. Um, if it's solid, if it's concrete, if it's there's a solid way of looking at things. There is not a lot of room for abstraction. Thinking out of the box is not easy for most
Mm-hmm.
human beings. They have to go inside themselves to come out of themselves, if you will. Um, and what this place is an opportunity for people to recognize that thinking outside of the box, being outside of the box, being outside of society norms is a good thing. Um, Not that you want them to be harmful to anyone, but there is no need for mass conformity, is kind of the message.
Mm-hmm.
They want people, they want humans, excuse me, particularly,
Mm-hmm.
to recognize their creativity and not to be able to afraid to act on it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're used to using a pattern to do something creative, step outside that form. Um, just wing it, literally and figuratively.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that when doing so, you connect more with your heart and your soul, and your mind is quieted. Uh, it lets go of the ego's influence and the need to conform to standards that aren't necessarily good for us.
Mm-hmm.
They want us to realize that when we are creative, we are more in touch with our higher selves. So, not to be afraid of stepping out of the box and recognizing our own truth, our own freedoms.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Beautifully said. Thank you. Anyone else? Okay.
Still kind of, I feel like I'm back to the marketplace and there are foods, a lot of fruits, vegetables. I say fruits and vegetables. I don't know what they are, but they're displayed in the manner where you would go to a marketplace and pick an apple up and check it out and put it back
Mm-hmm.
down, pick a pear up, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
People, it's just a reminder of that. People need to just, even though we're in a different galaxy, on a very different planet, it's people still need to sustain themselves. Still, people aren't all that different, even though the beings appear different,
Mm-hmm.
speak differently, or still we need to sustain. We need to eat. Uh, we have to drink. We need water, and we need housing. We need marketplaces to get our food. And
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. Basically, it's the same things. It's just showing us that everyone has needs, no matter whether you're human, non-human, the plant being, an animal. Each being that is alive needs substance. They need to replenish the energy that they have used. And um, to us, it may seem strange, but to them, it's normal the way their vegetation looks or how it's processed or picked or gathered um, versus how we do things here. And it's very interesting because I, although I'm being called through that doorway, I don't go in, but I could see inside that, say, there's a tree with some type of fruit. they pick the fruit, and then it's the process starts all over again. There's a flower grows slowly, the flower becomes the fruit, and then it's ready to be picked again. And it seems like they don't have to wait like we do here for seasons or to go through certain type of the years. Um, there's just their food pops back up immediately. Um, which is an interesting process to see. It isn't just like the one time that there's flowers in the spring and then there's fruit throughout the summer into the fall. This is just happening constantly. I am hearing some instruments. I would say definitely some violins, but there's something else in there. And it's kind of interesting because people are just walking around listening and enjoying the music, the sounds, the vibrations. Now, anybody else want to share?
I could feel the vibrations in the abdominal area, in particular, the upper abdominal area, stomach,
Mm.
pancreas, that area. Just being able to feel the vibration of the music.
Mm-hmm. Charles, anything you would want to share?
Just observing and keeping tempo.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's now I hear what we would call voices humming or chanting to the music. Hmm. It is very powerful tones, though. Um, I wouldn't be able to duplicate them, but I hope that each one of you has been able to get there and could hear that and feel them for yourselves. And the other thing I am noticing is that when they pass each other, whether they're passing while they're traveling, flying, or while they're gathering food or whatever, they tend to just stop everything for a second and actually acknowledge the being that is next to them with a proper gesture of kind of like about doing a namaste sort of. And to me it's beautiful that each one of them is being seen and being heard, and the opportunity is there to speak. Um, we have we have a little time here, and then they want us to leave. There is a being that does have something to say, and after that, make sure that you take a look around and everything, and experience everything you can while you're here, including absorbing some of that energy that is there, positive energy that is there. Dear humans, I hope you understand. We bring you to these places so you can open up all of your senses and understanding of what is reality and what is not true reality. Tuakisha tatawakisitu guru gutararikiati burata ikashatatia tatsustorotalaitiakata. Please do not forget. There's a lot of responsibility being a human, but the rewards are a lot greater than anything anyone else can offer you. Evolving your soul and learning and becoming more wise is one of the highest compliment that you can give Spirit God. This is what he's trying to do, is feed you enough so you can comprehend. Hope you heal every part of your physical body. Listening to the tones, let them remember that when they were not sick, when they were not hurting, how good it felt, how you were. And allow yourself to experience those feelings again. Take deep breaths. Breathe in that air. That will also help in cleansing you from anything that you have in your planet. Go ahead. Cleanse and you will see how much further you can go in your path, in every beautiful path that you're in. Love reigns. Love will win. Just open your heart and surrender to it. And now he's stepping back. Is there anyone else that would like to share anything further?
I have been busy with light language, sign language. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very powerful. It's hard to describe the feeling, but the vibrations of the sound, the music, whatever you want to call it, amplifies as you quote unquote speak the sign that is being heard. I don't know that I can give you the words of the song, but it is one that reflects what has been spoken. and one that amplifies all hopes, all dreams, and all goodness for each individual.
Yes. Oh, you feel that energy. Through your words, there's a lot of energy coming, being shared. Anyone else?
Now I'm feeling the time to
Yes.
make like a tumbleweed.
Let's take a nice deep breath, everyone, in through your nose, out through your mouth. With each breath that you take, you come further down into your own environment, down into your body, down into the sofa or the chair or even the floor, whatever you're sitting or lying down on. Slowly come down. You don't have to rush. Every breath will take you a certain amount that is safe for you, that is comfortable for you. And now take one last deep breath, completely filling your lungs and completely emptying your lungs. You can open your eyes whenever you feel called to, but you could also leave them closed and just be aware of the peace and the tranquility and the warmth and the vibrations that you have been feeling or are feeling now. And with that being said, I want to thank everyone for being here. Please subscribe, like, share, so that others can also experience this. And we'll see you next Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern, right here, or whenever you catch this in recording. Many blessings and love ya. Bye.